What stupid rule did your mom make that destroyed your entire family? My mom had one rule: we don't talk about our problems outside this house. At first, it sounded like pride. Keep the family strong, private, respectable. But as I got older, I realized it was her way of keeping her version of reality intact. My dad would come home drunk, break things, and we'd all pretend nothing happened. My sister would cry herself to sleep, and mom would say, "Don't tell anyone. Families handle things privately." I believed her. I thought that's what loyalty meant. When I was 16, I confided in a school counselor after coming to class with a bruise on my arm. They called home. Mom showed up at school in her best dress, smiling like a politician. She told them I slipped on the stairs. When we got home, she didn't yell. She whispered, "You almost ruined us." That hurt more than the bruise. From that day, silence became our family language. Dad's drinking got worse. My brother moved out at 18 without saying goodbye. I tried to follow, but mom begged me to stay, saying she needed someone who didn't betray her. When dad finally got arrested for a DUI that hurt a pedestrian, mom told everyone he was on a business trip. I wanted to scream. I wanted her to stop pretending, but she doubled down, hosting family dinners like everything was perfect, even when the lights got cut off and we ate by candlelight for fun. Years later, I came back for Thanksgiving. The house felt smaller. The wallpaper peeled a little, and the family photos on the wall looked like ghosts. Dad was gone. My brother never visited, and my sister barely spoke to anyone. Mom still had her rules. During dinner, I tried to bring up the past. Therapy, maybe, a way to fix what was broken. But she slammed her fork down and said, "We are not that kind of family." Her voice cracked like glass, and for the first time, I saw how scared she was of being seen as less than perfect. That night, my sister slipped me a note before I left. It said, "Thanks for trying. I can't live in silence anymore." 2 weeks later, she moved out and blocked everyone. Mom called it another betrayal. I called it freedom. She cried for days but never apologized. She just kept repeating that we were all ungrateful. When Dad passed, the funeral was small. Mom insisted we keep it dignified, which meant no one mentioned his drinking or the years we spent cleaning up his messes. She smiled through every condolence, pretending it was a celebration of life, but I could see it in her eye, regret. Afterward, I stayed behind to help clean up. She stared at his casket and said softly, "He wasn't a bad man. He just had bad days." I wanted to tell her that pretending didn't make the days better. It just made them quieter. Now, years later, I still visit her sometimes. She keeps a spotless house, full of framed pictures of smiling faces that don't talk to each other anymore. Last time I was there, she asked, "Do you ever wish things had stayed quiet?" I looked at her table, set for 5, but only 2 plates used, and said, "No, Mom, silence didn't protect us. It buried us." She didn't reply, just stared at the family portrait on the wall like she could still hear the laughter from a world that never really existed. And I realized that was her punishment, living inside the lie she created, long after everyone else escaped it. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if she'd just told the truth once. If she'd looked at us and said, "I'm scared," or "I need help," maybe we would have found healing. Maybe we'd still be a family. But that rule, her need to hide, to control the story, became a curse that outlived love. And now she's left with nothing but quiet rooms, framed smiles, and the echo of everything she never let us say.